I've tried to record this intro so many fucking times to try and talk about everything that's going on right now, and I just couldn't find the best way to say it. So here is the activist from Minneapolis. This was recorded on May 29th on Fox News, because once again, it's her voice that should be heard right now, and every single other person that has been oppressed and discriminated against because of their skin color. So please listen.
Reason why buildings are burning is because this city, this state would prefer preserving that white nationalism and that white supremacist mindset over arresting, charging, and helping to convict 4 officers who killed a black man. That is the reality of what we're dealing with. This is not just a few cops doing things across the country. This is not a good cop versus bad cop situation. This is Ahmaud Arbery being shot down by white men on the streets of Georgia. Breonna Taylor being killed in her home. This is in New York City, where we were until freedom. We were just in New York fighting the police officers who, in the name of social distancing, were damn near killing black young people on our streets. This is a coordinated activity happening across this nation. And so we are in a state of emergency. Black people are dying in a state of emergency. We cannot look at this as an isolated incident. The reason why buildings are burning are not just for our brother George Floyd. They're burning down because people here in Minnesota are saying to people in New York, to people in California, to people in Memphis, to people all across this nation, enough is enough. And we are not responsible for the mental illness that has been inflicted upon our people by the American government, institutions, and those people who are in positions of power. I don't give a damn if they burn down Target, because Target should be on the streets with us, calling for the justice that our people deserve. Where was AutoZone at the time when Philando Castile was shot in a car, which is what they actually represent? Where were they? So if you are not coming to the people's defense, then don't challenge us when young people and other people who are frustrated and instigated by the people you pay. You are paying instigators to be among our people out there, throwing rocks, breaking windows, and burning down buildings. And so young people are responding to that. They are enraged, and there's an easy way to stop it. Arrest the cops. Charge the cops. Charge all the cops. Not just some of them, not just here in Minneapolis. Charge them in every city across America where our people are being murdered. Charge them everywhere. That's the bottom line. Charge the cops. Do your job. Do what you say this country is supposed to be about, the land of the free for all. It has not been free for black people, and we are tired. Don't talk to us about looting. Y'all are the looters. America has looted black people. America looted the Native Americans when they first came here. So looting is what you do. We learned it from you. We learned violence from you. We learned violence from you. The violence was what we learned from you. So if you want us to do better, then damn it, you do better.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Hi. I am 1000% wearing sweatpants right now. You can't even see it, but it's fine. Oh my gosh, you guys, I spent $35 on SHOPMISSA. If you've never heard of SHOPMISSA, it is an online makeup store basically, and they have their own brand called Aoa, but they also sell like other brands on it and stuff. I literally got 22 items for about $35. I'll put right here what it actually was, but it just came. It took about like 2 weeks, so it was a little long, but It came in this super cute pink bag, and it seems like it's packaged very well. So let's get into it. I've never tried anything off of this website before, and a lot of this stuff I got off of Taylor Wynn's recommendation. I will link some of her videos below where she is trying out these products and stuff. Oh my goodness. Okay, so everything, like, you see how it all came in like little packages and stuff? So we got 22 things to try, you guys. This is actually wild. I like don't even know what to do with myself. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm so excited. I've never gotten an order this big before ever. So I got 2 beauty blenders. One of them is the Wonder Blender High Def Makeup Sponge, and this is just like a normal beauty blender. And then this one is a microfiber Wonder Blender Velvety Layer. Wild. So crazy. So it says both of them to dampen. So let's open these up and dampen them before we get started on anything else. Whoa, oh my god, that's so fucking weird. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. I really can't tell if I like it or not. Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm gonna go wet these really quick and I will be right back. Here is the size of them dry. Here is the size of them damp. Okay, you guys, I just unpackaged everything. This is 100% not sponsored. Obviously, I have not enough views or followers or anything like that for any brand to care about sponsoring me right now. But I have to say, I'm so impressed already. Like, everything was so well packaged. The packaging itself is insanely high quality for like a $1 to $2 brand. Like, literally everything was $1 to $2. It's genuinely insane. And I got a lot of stuff here, you guys. Okay, so first thing I'm going to start out with, and I already washed and moisturized my face and let that sit in for a while before I even started this video. So the first thing that I'm going to start out with is actually not by the Aoa brand. Just, it looks like about everything else that I got is, but I got this Lip Intensive Care Vitamin E and Aloe, and this was either $1 or $2. I'm pretty sure literally the most expensive thing I got maybe was $3. Oh, that feels really nice. It just feels like Carmex. Doesn't have any smell to it. Yeah. Simple. Clean. No other thoughts here. I guess it has to depend on if it actually will help with my chapped lips. They feel super soft, so that's super nice. Okay, moving on. I got 2 different primers. I think I'm going to test out both of them. But the first one I got is the Wonder Skin Color Correcting Primer in green, because I have a lot of redness to my skin. And then the second one is the Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer. So I'm going to go in with this green one first. My skin might not look very red right now, but my skin does that thing where once I start touching it at all, it starts to get really red in that area. So it's very liquidy green, obviously. Around my nose right here is definitely where it gets worse. The worst. It feels super soft. It feels like a very thick, soft lotion. So you can see now that I've been touching my skin, my face is already red. So hopefully this primer will help cancel that out. We're gonna have to let that sit for a little bit, come back and see if it looks any different, or hopefully it'll just help not let the redness show through my foundation. I am going to do the illuminating primer now. Give my skin a little bit of a glow. You know, these don't say, I'm gonna shake these just in case, just because they've been, you know, they've been shipped, been sitting around in mailboxes and trucks. Shake it on up. All right, there is the illuminating primer. It definitely looks illuminating. It looks like a very like sheer liquid highlighter a little bit. Very illuminating. This is my kind of primer, and I definitely love that. I think that that green primer did do something, like right in this area where I get pretty red. It didn't make a huge difference, but we'll have to see what it looks like underneath the foundation. Next for foundation, I got one of the Aoa Studio High Definition Kabuki brushes to try on one side of my face, and then I'm going to try this on the other side of my face, the Beauty Blender. And for the foundation itself, I got the Aoa Studio Buildable Satin Foundation. It looks like this. The bottles feel very nice. They're glass bottles and they have like a matte silky finish on the outside. I got the shades Porcelain 301 and Buff 303. I have neutral undertones, but I'm also not usually ever like the fairest shade, and that usually is the neutral color. And so I usually have to get like a light and then a dark one and mix them together. So that's what I did, but it didn't really make a difference on the budget because they were $2. So $4 for foundation. That's still less than I'm pretty sure I paid for any foundation other than the Wet n Wild Photo Finish Matte foundation, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm talking about, probably. So these say to shake very well. So I do that. Let's just get a little dot and see how light that is. Oh, it does very light. But I think this buff shade might be a little dark. Yeah, let's mix them together. Let's do the Kabuki brush on this side. So it says that this is a satin finish and that it is buildable. I usually like my foundations to be kind of sheer. Just enough coverage to cover my redness and any zits that I may have at the time, but not make it look like I have a ton of makeup on. That's really not a bad shade that I just mixed right off the bat there. Hopefully we can get it to look that good on the other side. Pretty decent coverage just with that first layer. That's probably about all the coverage that I would really want for my foundation. It is really letting that primer shine through, the Illuminating Primer. I am going to take my Beauty Blender before this sets down and just kind of press that in to make sure that there's no brush strokes. Yeah, so far it literally looks like skin. Like, I don't know if you can see that beauty, but it literally just looks like my skin. I love it already. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, excited. Okay, well, now let us do the other side, but just with the Beauty Blender and see the difference that we get. Wow, okay, well, believe it or not, I actually like the brush side better. I just feel like it really blended into my skin more. It looks not as like it's laying on top of it. So I'm gonna go in on this side with the brush and just make them match. I do not normally use brushes for my foundation at all, but I wanted to give it a shot. And I'm glad that I did because it actually totally made a difference. All right, I think I could have mixed it a little bit darker for next time, but that is no worries. So far, I'm definitely liking the foundation. As it's sitting on my face, I don't think that these primers are working out for me. I can't tell which one it is because I use both, so I'm gonna have to keep testing them for you. I have a feeling that it's the green one, but just in some areas, it looks like it's really wanting to separate, but in other areas, it's looking super great. And because it's right off the bat, I just have a feeling that it's the primer. But yeah, I'll definitely have to give you guys updates on that if you would like. So let us move on. Alrighty. Next, I got the Aoa Studio Sculpt FX Contour Stick. I love cream contour. I don't know about anybody else. It sucks because all of their highlighters were sold out, but that's okay. So we're just gonna stick with that. I'm gonna go in here and see what brush I should use. I got this off of Aoa. I believe this is actually the most expensive thing I got. I think this was $10. Let's go in with this contour stick. I got it in the shade 3035 Clay. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this angled brush that I got off of there. It is F2 USA. Sorry. If you want to know the brush that I use for the foundation, it is F4. I read USA on the other one, but it's because it's made in the USA. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to take this angled one and just start blending this out. I will say that this contour is a little bit harder to blend out than like the NYX Wonder Stick. I think I could have gone a shade darker, definitely. Okay. I got the Aoa Studio Brow Gel. Super pigmented, long-lasting, smudge-proof in the shade 3040 medium brown. So this looks like it's going to be a little goopy. That's okay. I also ordered the Aoa Studio E14 angled brush to use this for my brows. I don't really know like what to, I guess I just will squirt it on the back of my hand. I am just getting spot on with the right shades though, like especially for ordering online and just going based off of a picture and a name. Not bad at all. I'm definitely gonna have to go in with some concealer and clean it up. I'm gonna do my other eyebrow really quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did my brows. You really only needed like a tiny little bit of product. This one is looking great. This one I got a little bit wonky on, but that's okay because we're gonna clean them up. Now, again, like I said, they were sold out of all of their concealers. So I'm just gonna go in with my concealer, which is just the Fit Me Matte Concealer, or the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Doesn't have matte in the name. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, now with the piece de resistance. No, just kidding. Okay, I don't even know. I don't know. Ah, I'm overwhelmed. Okay, I got cream blush. So we got a cream sheer blush, Aoa Studio Hush. Oh, is that the name of it? No, it's not. I don't know how pigmented it's gonna be, so let's just pick up a little bit on the brush. Ooh! I'm seeing a trend with these products that everything is very pigmented. It's just a little bit harder to blend out than other products, so spend a little bit less but take a little bit more time. It's really up to you what you think is worth it or not. Now we got some dewy cream highlighters, Aoa Studio. I got the shade Dream and the shade Silk. They look like so. I think that the shade Silk might be a little bit too dark for me. I'm going to swatch it. Ooh, it feels like slick, like maybe even a little oily. Oh my goodness. Oh. Ooh, that's a lot pinkier than it looks in the pan. That's odd. I think I'm gonna go in with Silk and see how that does, because if they look different on the skin than they do in the pan, then maybe this one will be a little bit better. Okay, I'm not about these cream highlighters, I don't think. That's okay, because I'm only down $2 with those. I am going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer now, just a little bit right here. And a tiny little bit on my forehead. Which, by the way, there's been like no creasing on my forehead, which is wild. So far, I think that the foundation and the brushes are like really 10 out of 10s. Okay, concealer done. I think it's time to set with some powder, shall we? I got the Aoa Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder in the shade Ivory. So this is where I'm really excited now. I want to try this velvet sponge so bad. I'm so nervous that it's not gonna go well, but let's do it. By the way, it says to wet it, so I want to hear any comments saying, it's a microfiber sponge and you're not supposed to wet it, because I'm just following directions, okay? Wow, okay, so 10 out of 10 for the powder. It feels literally like velvet. It's so soft. It's not clinging anywhere weird. It just made me look so smooth. I just definitely got it in the wrong shade. Like, it's very light for me. Look at the difference in the color of my hand versus my face. And the only bronzer that I got was that stick. I'm gonna take my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and warm up my face really quick before we move on. Ooh, okay, I'm definitely still looking a little pale, but better. That powder is 10 out of 10, like I said, just way too freaking light for me. Okay, next I have the Aoa Studio Perfect Blush, and this is a powder blush. This is in the shade 269 Stunna. Obviously, we're not going to get a super accurate read on how this blush is because we're putting it over a powder blush. Oh, but it looks very pigmented once again. Oh my goodness, yep, very pigmented. Oh wow, okay, oh wow. Okay. Okay, we need some highlight up in this bitch, and that cream highlight was not doing it for me. I'm going in with my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlight. And I'm going in with the Aoa Studio F19 highlighting brush. I will say I really, really like their blush, or their brushes a lot. Okay, now for something just so extremely entertaining. I got the Aoa Studio Buttercream Gel Liner in the shade Studio, and the reason why this is so entertaining is because I have never used a gel liner before, so I think this is going to be fun for the both of us. Ooh, so black. Oh, it's in the shade, actually it's in the shade Licorice. Wow, I'm stupid. I thought the shade was Shadow, but it's just part of the name. And then I got the Aoa Studio E117 liner brush. That looks a little, you're looking a little thick to be a liner brush, buddy. But let's give it a shot. Okay, so far I've never tried gel eyeliner because it was super intimidating to me. I just always used a felt tip liner, but that was so easy to do. Like, I actually feel like I have way more control with this than I do with a felt tip right now. Really worried to do this wing, but holy fucking shit. That was so easy. Oh my goodness. And it looks so good. It's so, like, I just almost said pigmented again. It's so black. It literally just glided on. I had so much control. Like, I am just freaking shocked. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Boom, ending on a freaking high note. Wow, okay. I'm gonna do my other eye and do everything I can to try and make both sides match, and I will be right back. Alright, y'all. So, couldn't find a mascara on there that I wanted or a lipstick, so I'm gonna pop those on really quick and then come back to you with my final thoughts. Alrighty, you guys, I am back. It has had a little bit of time to sit on my face. I did just go look in the mirror in natural lighting, and I will say it looks fucking bomb in natural lighting, okay? Alright, you guys, here is how we are looking in natural lighting. It is, like, insane. Like, it literally just looks like porcelain, which is funny because that's the name of the powder, but it literally looks like porcelain. Like, the blush is a little much. It's not what I normally do, but I honestly don't hate it. Like, damn. I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on everything and then wrap this up. So, primer. I feel like I'm definitely gonna just have to keep testing that more to see how I really feel about it. So far, not super impressed. It is what it is. Foundation, 10 out of fucking 10. Now, I have sensitive and dry skin, and so, it works good on my skin. I can't say that it's gonna work good on your skin. Next, brushes. All of the brushes I love. The The only thing I did notice is that some of them, you probably can't even tell, but they have like hairs that are longer than the rest of them, you know, which you could easily just trim down, but they feel so soft. I didn't get any like little hairs left on my face. Brow gel, you know, it's just meh. Like it worked, it did its job. My brows look really good. Something that I do love about it is it's probably the closest shade to my natural brows that I've been able to find, but product wise, I just feel like squeezing it out on a palette or the back of my hand, like it's still there. It's just a little bit more inconvenient than I'd like it to be. First world problems, you know how it is. So I'd probably rather have just like a brush and brow gel, something like that. Powder, so amazing. Oh my gosh, like my under eye area just looks like velvet in natural light. It's just so smooth. I'm getting no creasing on my forehead, which is genuinely insane for me. Like you can see that normally that is not a situation that occurs, so amazing. So cream products, the highlighters, not really about them. They're really oily. They didn't actually seem like they were really adding any glow or shimmeriness to my skin. The glow that you see right now is from my Ofra highlighter, so I just wouldn't bother with those. The cream blush and the cream contour, you know, the cream contour, honestly, I would say that if you're gonna start out using a cream contour and you're on a budget, I would say I like the NYX Wonder Stick, honestly, so much. It's just heaven. Like, it's so universal shade-wise, and it blends out so easily. I would probably rather go with that than with this one, especially because then you don't have to wait 2 weeks for it to come in the mail. But the cream blush, super great. I think it's gonna be a very good use for me for no makeup days. It's just so pigmented, I'm gonna have to really be careful about using it and how much I use of it. So beauty blenders, honestly, hell yeah. I mean, if you can get a beauty blender for $1, then freaking do it, because this feels literally exactly the same as my Eco Tools and my Real Technique sponge. It's great. It's literally ginormous. This velvet one, it's hard because the powder looks so amazing, and I couldn't tell you if that's like because of the powder or because I used this with it. I'm gonna test it out and see like different wise. I, you know, think that I really like it because I think that maybe that's why the powder looks like this. But if the powder just looks like this because the powder's good and this has nothing to do with it, then I would say don't bother on this sponge. Just get yourself a beauty blender and then a brush and just use it that way. Now, the creme de la creme, okay? Oh my goodness, this gel liner, like, holy F. I've never used a gel liner before, and I am just astonished. Like, first of all, do you see how even my eyeliner is? Like, that never happens. This was so easy to use. Like, it's literally called buttercream. Okay, it felt like I was just gliding butter on my eyelids, baby. Like, perfect. I'm definitely gonna use that until it hits pan cleared out of the bottom. Like, never going back to a felt tip liner again. Literally amazing. I couldn't say enough good things about that just right off the bat. Oh, something else that I did get, just wanted to mention to you guys. They have a ton of these hair masks on there for $1. This is like a castor oil hair growth hair mask. So I just thought that was nice, you know, if you don't really have the funds to be able to treat yourself or have a spa day, you could go on there and just order yourself some hair masks. You know, they have like those foot masks too. I don't know if I would trust skincare from there, but also like I bought makeup and I put it on my face. So if I was really worried about my skin, I guess I would care more, but do what you want. So thank you so much, you guys. Thanks for watching. Like this video, subscribe, comment down below. I'm using my hands so much, I don't even know if you can see that, but thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!